Hey guys, went down to my local Walker dealership and I did a little bit of shopping for this machine. Got me a new lift strut for the catcher. The metal grill piece that I was missing. Found this in the Mower junkyard out back at my local dealer. Freebie. And I got a new pan with the new foam inserts that go in it. I need to stick in there. In case you haven't watched my other video, all of those pieces are necessary for the bottom of this catcher. Didn't realize I didn't have them, so gonna have this mower up and running with those. And yeah, I think that was everything I grabbed down at the dealership. Here's the strut that ends up going through here, like so. Oh, you know what? I did pick up one more little thing while I was down there. Let me put the camera back here. Let me see if I can go find it. Can you believe it? That's right. I bought a walker. Another one. So, the deal is, wasn't going down to look at walkers. Just spent a lot of time restoring this walker. And I talked to him in regards to possibly a used catcher. Maybe the newer style, because this style here has the older style strut set up and back door, as opposed to, if you look on the back of that one where it says Walker, just a whole different design with the double hinge door, as opposed to this has the single hinge. So he showed me this. See how it has the double hinge? He showed me this catcher, and I said, yeah, that's in good shape. I like it. It's got a good oscillator in it. Everything works good. I think it has one little crack in the corner there. But you can see how it, the way it shuts is a lot nicer than the old style. And I'm not going to tell you what I paid for this mower, but this mower was in the to be fixed pile. There's a 2008 Walker MTGHS. And that's funny. I have this new decal that I bought for that I have extra because I ended up buying the new body for that one that came with all the decals. So I can replace that. This is a 2008 Walker MTGHS, 31 horsepower, believe it's a Kohler, liquid cooled fuel injection. The story with it is it was in the shop, and apparently there was a mistake or a mechanic or whatever that or didn't torque the head properly, and it was in for a bad head gasket, and it blew the head gasket again. And the problem with it is the front cylinder fills up with antifreeze. Runs, operates, everything works great except for that. So it does need the engine to be torn down and the head gasket replaced. Possibly, you know, maybe it needs a crack in the head. I don't know. By the amount of antifreeze that's getting into the cylinder, I'm pretty sure it's just the head gasket itself. However, none of that really mattered because I'm not going to give you an exact figure, but what I would have paid for just this used, I got the whole machine. Running 31 horsepower with a really good 42-inch 42-inch mulch deck. It has some really good blades on it. I'll flip it up in a minute, but it's got brand new blades on. Not new, but they're in new condition, sharpened, ready to go. Deck is all in great shape. It's got some good gearboxes on it, all functional. We've got the quick adjust height adjustment for the deck for up and down, which is quite expensive on its own. We got the old Walker cup holder that, if anybody knows, is like $50 for this stupid thing. But I've always wanted one and haven't spent the money on it, and this one came with it. Seat's in beautiful condition. I think the battery's going to be dead. Yeah, the battery was dead from sitting, but I'll start it up in a little bit. The control panel's in good shape. Seat's in good shape. Body's in good shape. It's got brand new tires on it. These are a little narrower than your standard ones that are on this Walker here, if you look. To keep a narrow profile to get through gated areas. So again, with a 42-inch deck, we're 3 inches narrower on each side to fit through gates, which is great. So we got brand new tires on it all the way around. Run flats in the front. Actually, it looks like maybe not the front ones, but these are brand new. And the tail wheel still has the tag on it. Brand new tail wheels. Okay. Open her up. Good shape. Now this was in the shop. It's got all new pulleys, okay? That pulley's new, that pulley's new. New jack shaft bearings, all new belts, motor pulleys, all brand new, okay? Blower's in good shape. Does have one hole worn through it right there, but the actual blade itself is in good condition, usable shape, and the blower housing itself. Here's our liquid cooled 31 horsepower engine again. I'm gonna have to take it apart and replace the head gasket. So that'll be a fun video. We've got our radiator here. Now I've never had actually the only Walkers I've ever had were the 20 horsepower model like I have here. I've never had any of the 25, 31, or any of the, I think there's a 27. So this is my first experience with that, with the fuel injection and whatnot, which if I had my choice, I'd rather have the old school carburetor, but 31 horsepower with a 42-inch mulching deck, I think is going to be pretty amazing for chopping up grass. And I know that these motors run pretty quiet as well. It's got some type of decibel rating on it, which I'm sure they're boasting that it's pretty quiet. So I'm not going to disclose the exact price right now because it was literally like me just giving him a tip. Great guy, the owner of the shop. I don't know if he wants me to name who he is or where his shop's located. I did send him a message to ask, telling him I was putting this on YouTube. I don't know if he wants to be named or not. But at this point, I'm not going to say who, where, and what. But great guy that really hooked me up. Opened up shop on the weekend. He wasn't even going to be there. Met me this morning. Again, my main plan to go down there was to, at the worst case, buy the pieces that I need to finish this machine up so I can get this thing up and running, and look at a used catcher, which I did. And when he told me what he would give me this whole machine for, I couldn't resist. So here I am, trying to figure out and make some sense out of this. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I don't know. I'm not just going to sell and flip this. I am going to keep it and use it. Whether or not I end up selling that one, whether or not I keep both of them, I don't know. But my initial plan is possibly, obviously I'm going to put the head gasket in this and get it running properly. And I may use this for summer and mulch grass for all of the summer, and then save this machine for cleanups and springtime, because bagging grass in the spring is just kind of the way to go. This would have to be a hell of a mulcher to be able to to mulch grass in this area and still have it look good. I'm going to try it, of course, but I think it might be nice to have the two machines. A, I have a backup. B, I can fit in gated backyards that I couldn't with that one. We've got the mulching deck, so it gives me a little versatility. So kind of a no-brainer to have them both, I think. Like I said, and for the price, I certainly couldn't go wrong. So another option would be, which I'd hate to do, but is to use this as a parts machine. At that point, I would strip it down. I've got two good hydros. I would repair the GHS blower and have that as a backup. I have a great deck that I could switch back and forth between mulching and bagging on that machine. Spare set of tires there. Catcher that could end up going on that, but I did buy the parts to fix that one, so I don't really need to do that. Got a good seat. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, like I said, and we'll figure it out, but figured I'd share my newest purchase with you. Let me see if we can't fire her up real quick. It does smoke because the cylinder was full of antifreeze. When I picked it up, we actually had to take the spark plug out to open up the cylinder and let everything come flying out. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, let me set you up with the camera and see if we can't get this thing started up. There's the antifreeze burning. Take it for a quick spin. What head gasket? So there we have it. Let some of that smoke clear out. There's a side-by-side. They are pretty much the same machine, but quite a bit different. Let's see the tire width difference there. It's amazing how much this is 10 years. That machine is 10 years newer than this one. And they haven't changed much. Now I got the split tail wheels set up and excited about that, and now am I gonna have to order another kit? Who knows? But there's a comparison from the back. All right, finish putting this together. So this one's ready to go and get out there and start making some money on Monday. It's the weekend, Saturday. And thanks for watching. Actually, put in the comments what you think I paid for that machine. If you made it this long, do a couple of things. Tell me what you think it's worth, needing a head gasket. 2008, 31 horsepower, good deck on it. All gone through. It basically needs nothing except that head gasket. And how much you think I ended up getting it for. I'd appreciate that. Have a good one, guys. All right, guys. First mow since we restored the mower. It's really nothing to mow, but we'll give it a shot. Alright, just did my first mowing, just did a quickie on the yard, sucking up some of the leaves on the restored walker, and everything went great. Still haven't cleaned the deck off, it's all dusty now, and it now looks used, but a close-up inspection on everything. Everything is in its place, looking good, everything's nice and dry. No weird noises. It's tracking nice and straight. I had plenty of suction with the new blower. I still have this panel to put on that's coming in the mail. But the motor and where the oil filter is and everything was leaking before. That's nice and dry. Got all the new parts under the catcher that I just put on. That's all set. Looking good. The PTO box, I replaced the seal in that, and I can see down there that's where it was leaking out that front. It's nice and dry. That's why I wanted to run it for 15-20 minutes and see if there's any wetness anywhere. And everything is looking good. Looking really good. So that's going to conclude the walker restoration. I wondered how far I was going to go with it. I kind of wanted to repaint the deck too, but you know what, it's not that bad. It's after a week or two of using it, it's gonna look, right now it looks, the body and the deck, you can't tell the difference between the body and the deck being new, the body being new and the deck being 3 years old. Just because once it gets a little dusty and dirty, that's just kind of the way it looks. So just gonna pay attention to everything, blow it off after each day of mowing, just so there's no leaves and stuff that get stuck, you know, up under here. Want to keep this nice and clean, if anything, just for being able to inspect it properly. So, but yeah, pretty happy, guys. All set. This thing's ready to start making some money. Like I said, I'm just gonna put that panel in when it comes in, a few bolts for that, and that's it. Everything else is ready to go. Oh, I got a handle to put on. Gonna put this handle on. Maybe a couple little things, but it's usable the way it is. So I ordered some new blades too, so once the spring cleanups are done, I'm gonna go ahead and change out the blades for some nice fresh ones. I might replace these covers over these springs too, because these are kind of ugly. So